dear Florida Luxury Realty agents. Thank you for joining me and watching this instructional video. And so I'm going to show you how to create your open house marketing materials. It'd be like an image for social media, your marketing flyers and such. And then I'm going to give you a valuable tip for the reverse side of the marketing material. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. And so first thing I need to do this is I actually need the MLS number of the property which I'm hosting an open house. So I use the MLS to look up the property, and then that MLS number is right here. Once I have that, I need to write it down or copy it. If you're using a PC, it's Control-C for copy. And then I just need to go to the back office. So from the back office website, I'll go to My Marketing and then Design Center. In Design Center, I'm going to reduce this. It gives me the ability that if this is your active listing, you wouldn't need the MLS number because your active listings will show in this pull down box. But since it's somebody else's listing, I'll enter that listing number in this box. Then I'll click the little box here to the next, and then it identified that it is an active OK listing. I'll need to go one more time, click on that box and hit next. And then it brings me to a page where I can create all the different marketing I want. And so for this sample, I want to create a printable flyer for my open house. So I'm going to use printable flyer in the center. And the first thing I'm going to do is click on open house. I will then put the date of my open house. So I can click on the calendar for the date, and then I'll put the times for the open house. So my open house is going to be from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Now, if you look closely, if you're not the listing agent, select from below. So you'll select the agent's name or the agent that will be featured on there, which would be yourself. And then if you're, co-hosting the open house, you can actually select a second. If you have a custom logo for your branding, you can add that. I'm going to add that. I'll show you what that does. And then we have the options of editing the remarks, which would be the description, manual or auto. Manual will allow you to determine and select a different variety of pictures, where auto will just create using the default pictures that it for the purposes of this, I'm going to shortcut it, and I'm going to click to auto, I'm sorry. And then it will come back here in a second. And simply it allows me then to click and download the flyer. So here is the marketing flyer. I'm going to shrink that so you can see it. So here's the flyer. It's an open house. It tells me that it's going to be Saturday, January 23rd, 11 to 2 p.m. Pictures, a description, how many bedrooms, baths, square foot, total acreage, the purchase price, the MLS numbers are all on this flyer. So this would be great to print. However, I'm going to show you what you should put on the reverse side. Otherwise, the reverse side of this flyer would be absolutely blank. And I want you to understand what your goal is of the open house is to sell yourself. One more thing before I do that, I did. Also, back here at the office website, you can download the open house visitors registration. So that would be a separate download, and that would be simply something you can have in the open house setting nearby the entrance, where you could have visitors put their name, email address, and phone number on your visitor registration. That's already made. It shows the other property. So let's go back. So what did I put on the reverse side? If you go to the My Marketing, you go to Buyer Handouts. And these are the various flyers that you were to create and prepare, and typically make them available in a nice presentation folder to buyers that you have. And so what I want to do is focus on the one that says My Services here, the third one. So I'm going to uncheck all of the other flyers, focus on that one flyer. Uncheck everything else, and then just come down and hit create. Now it's going to download that, and this is a perfect perfect page for you to put on the other side of your property flyer. So what you would do is you'd run your property flyer through your printer and then print out so many copies, flip the pages over, put them back in the printer tray, and then run them through and print this on the opposite side. And this is saying this, my services are all about you. Obviously, you should read this. And what you're doing is setting it up so that you're telling consumers or potential opportunities or potential buyers, how you differentiate than the average agent. What do you do that's greater than, or what's your values that should cause them, to want to choose you as their real estate agent? And this is a great flyer for that. So you put this flyer on as the back side. And then one more thing. So now you have visitors coming into the property and you're handing this flyer to them. You should flip it and show that there's a back side and say, something you might want to read. Tells you a little bit more about my values to you as a real estate agent. Flip it back over, hand it to them so they can read about the property. So I thank you for watching this training video on creating your marketing flyers for your open house events, and then sharing this additional tip on something that you should also include on the flyer, using the backside, making the most value, earning your opportunities. So I thank you very much for, again, watching this video, and make it a great day.